The Edmonton Oilers step into game number 5 of this homestand as they host the Anaheim Ducks tonight here at Rogers Place. And we get to welcome Cam Moon to Game Keys. And Cam, just this morning, the Edmonton Oilers announced that they've recalled Josh Samanski from the Bakersfield Condors. What are you looking forward to being able to see from the young German?
Well, after what we saw during training camp, I'm quite excited to see his game. And maybe my expectations weren't super high going into training camp, only because I didn't know a lot about him.
Yeah.
But I thought he played really well and showed well in the preseason. You're like, wow, there's a player here. And just needed some time in the American Hockey League. And by all accounts, has played very well in Bakersfield. But you saw a guy who had good speed, good hands, smart player. And he continued to build on that in Bakersfield. And now, I mean, it's a jump up in level, a big jump up for sure. But if he keeps doing what he has been doing at the American League level, it looks like he's going to be just fine. Because again, like through the preseason, he was, I thought, a pleasant surprise in how good and how far along he was in his development.
Something that has been so great about him is just his energy. He's got 28 points in 39 games down in Bakersfield. And he said this morning, you know what, I just want to be able to bring my game, and that involves the energy that I play with. And someone else that brings a lot of energy to this Edmonton Oilers lineup, who steps back into the lineup tonight against the Ducks, is Kasperi Kapanen. It's been a bit of a go for him injury-wise, but this morning, plenty of excitement, of course.
Yeah, and he should be. And the Oilers should be. And Oiler fans should be. Yeah. And the reason I say this is Kasperi Kapanen has really found a home on that line, that second line with Draisaitl and Podkolzin, and brings speed and brings all sorts of ability. And what you'd like to see is for him to just stay healthy and let that line continue to grow. I think it's been a great fit. Yeah. You're always looking for that mix for things to be right. And if you could have that consistency and continuity in your top two lines, I think that does the team a ton of good. And Kasperi, with his speed, has really settled in and plays well with Draisaitl and Podkolzin. You got Podkolzin out there running everything over and creating stuff on the forecheck, but so can Kasperi because of his speed, but he can make plays. Yeah, now just need him to stay healthy.
And that's a line that they really want dialed in tonight against this Duck squad, who's playing some really good hockey lately. They had a weird stretch after Christmas and into January, losing 9 straight, and now they've won 7 straight, including an overtime win in Calgary last night.
Yeah, it's... You talk about feast and famine with this team. Yes, right now things are going well. And they were down 2-0 last night to Calgary. They come back to win it in overtime. Seneca gets the hat trick.
Yes.
I mean, 19-year-old player. You look at the youth on this Anaheim team.
Phenomenal.
There are a lot of very good young players, Seneca being one of them. And, Mason McTavish, Goche, and Carlson. I mean, those guys are all... Mintyukov on the back end, Zellweger on the back end. They've got a lot of good, solid players that are just starting to round into form. And their goaltending's been good. I mean, Lucas Dostal, who he played last night, so we don't expect him to play tonight. But when he's rolling, they're having success. I mean, funny how that is. Hey, when the goaltending's real good, teams win games. I'm really splitting.
You're onto something here.
I'm splitting some atoms here today. But they have had very good goaltending while things have been going well, like in this 7-game win streak. So, yeah, it's exciting that the Oilers are finally playing the Anaheim Ducks, a division team that you're not seeing until late January. So, yeah, it's looking forward to this matchup. And because of the implications, all you have to do is take a look at the standings and how close the two teams are. This game means a lot.
Yeah, only 1 point separates them right now. And, of course, the Oilers have a game in hand. Whenever I think or see Seneca, I always think of his very human moment at the draft where he was so taken aback by the Ducks selecting him as early as they did. Well, he's proving that that was absolutely a phenomenal choice. And I have to ask you just about the Oilers' last game, the way that went against the Washington Capitals, and Evan Bouchard putting on a clinic. It's not often that a Connor McDavid 5-point night gets overshadowed by something else. Bouchard kind of made that happen.
Yeah, Bob and I actually talked about that on the radio broadcast at the end of the evening. I mean, kind of under the radar, a ho-hum 5-point evening for Connor McDavid, which because of all the hoopla towards Evan Bouchard, and deservedly so, having a historic night with 6 points, and then having the ability to keep that puck in, so the Oilers were able to tie the game and then make that amazing play in overtime to set up McDavid for the OT winner. It was, again, and we talked about this on the radio broadcast too, 6-5 games are always the best games because of so many things happening. It was high event. It was so exciting. The crowd was absolutely crazy. And to see a night like that for Evan Bouchard was truly special.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers will look to keep things rolling after that very exciting win, a hockey night in Canada here tonight, Monday Night Hockey here at Rogers Place, and they'll look to cool down the Anaheim Ducks.